So you think about making that move to beautiful Tampa, Florida, but you want to get a feel for the area before you make that move. Well, no sweat, because I got you covered. In this video, I'm going to be showing you all around Tampa and showing you a lot of the cool activities to do, like some bars, some restaurants, even some theme parks. I'm also going to be showing you a couple homes at different price points. So not only get a feel for the area, but you might find that specific spot that you want to call home. So stick around, because we're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel, a little introduction. My name is Jonathan Ruiz, and I'm a Tampa realtor, and I make content on everything that has to do with Tampa and the surrounding suburbs. So not only am I here to help you and your family find the perfect home, but I want you guys to enjoy everything that this beautiful city has to offer. So go ahead and subscribe below or tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market and all the cool things to do in Tampa. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give me or my team a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we'll be glad to help you make a smooth move to Tampa. All right, here we are on Bayshore Beautiful. It's a sought-after community in South Tampa that boasts some of the nicest historic homes that Tampa has. And look at this view. I mean, we're right here on the Upper Hillsborough Bay, Tampa Bay. And fun fact about this sidewalk, it's the longest continuous sidewalk in the world at 4.5 miles uninterrupted. It starts in Columbus Statue Park, and it stretches along the seawall all the way to Gandy Boulevard without interruption. You'll always see people out here running, bicycling, scootering. They have workout stations throughout. They have like these little areas where you could just sit down, and they have benches, and you could just enjoy the view. I mean, it's an awesome place when you're visiting Tampa. You know, just to see, just to relax, to work out, or just to sit down and enjoy the views. I mean, right behind me with all these homes. I mean, they shut down these streets in January. And they have the third largest parade in the world, the Gasparilla Parade. It's like a pirate festival. So you'll see everybody dressed up in pirates. They have a lot of food trucks out here. Everybody enjoys some cocktails. They're throwing beads. They have floats. They have everything out here. Right here behind me with the bay, I mean, you'll see just thousands and thousands of boats. And it's this packed. You won't even see the water. It's a great sight to see, and it's a great festival. Everybody comes out here from Tampa and enjoys it. But other than that, it's just what you see right now. People running, people bicycling, having a good time, and a beautiful sight to see. It's a little sought after. Like these homes right behind me, I mean, they're well off into the millions. But if you go a little bit more inward in Bayshore Beautiful, the average price of the home is $1.2 million. So yeah, it is quite costly out here. It is centrally located outside the hustle and bustle of like downtown Tampa, but at the same time, I mean, it's a hop, skip, and a jump away. You got like a little 2 to 5 minute ride, and you're right there. That's why it is sought after, but it is just outside. It is an extremely beautiful community and highly worth coming out here to this little trail in specific when you're visiting Tampa. Just past Bayshore Boulevard is Ballast Point Park. Now, Ballast Point Park is a smaller park, and it offers, a few options. They have a large children's playground. They have a restaurant right behind me called Taste of Boston. It offers, fresh catch fish, a lot of fried seafood options as well. They also offer bait if you want to go fishing. Now, right behind me, they have this really large pier, great for a day of fishing, overlooking the water. Downtown Tampa is right in the background as well. And also, they have a boat dock as well, where you can pull up your boat right here or your jet ski and go immediate access right into the bay. All right, next on the list is the Florida Aquarium. The Florida Aquarium is a 250,000 square foot facility that offers over 8,000 animals, both aquatic and terrestrial. And it's actually located between the port of Tampa and another port over here. Two ports that offer a lot of cruise ships that's coming in right here in downtown Tampa. Now, the Florida Aquarium, they offer private events. I had my senior prom here over 20 years ago. They have tons of field trips for the kids. They have like little wet and dry play zones for the kids as well. They have like a rooftop deck that overlooks the harbor. They have a 500,000 gallon coral reef here as well. I mean, so they have a lot of things to offer here at the Florida Aquarium. And soon, up and coming, is going to be a $40 million expansion that offers several new experiences. Most notably is going to be the sea lion habitat outdoors. All right, on to our next spot, which is Sparksman's Wharf, and you'll see behind me they have a lot of like these redesigned containers that offers like these little eateries, like little hot dogs or ice cream, or they have one with the bar as well. Now they also have a little bit fine dining experience, which is called Battery, which has like a steak and seafood restaurant, so that's pretty awesome as well. And if you go down a little bit further, they'll have like this little bar area. Now the bar area is, they have some great IPAs. They also have Splitsville over there in the corner, which they offer like, you know, bowling, and they also have like a bunch of different games as well. And then they have like this little ice cream shop. So this is an awesome, cool little vibe for the family, as well as they have like this little courtyard area where they offer like live entertainment on the stage, and then you'll see cruise ships pull up. They also have like a American Victory ship, which is like their redesigned old military ship where you could actually aboard and do like a whole museum area. So that's also a pretty cool experience to have over here in Sparksman's Wharf. All right, next on the list is Water Street. Right down the street from Sparksman's Wharf, Water Street offers an array of fine dining experiences, including Bouillon right here and the Pearl. Not to mention Tampa's first 5-star hotel, which is the Addition, as you can see right there. Now the Addition also offers luxury condo living as well, anywhere between 2 to 4 bedrooms, price range $3.3 to $5.2 million. Now they also offer a lot of bars inside, including a rooftop bar right here overlooking the Amalie Arena, right where the Tampa Bay Lightning play. All right, furthermore, over here on Water Street, you'll see a lot of these apartment building livings. Now, if you want to go condos, you'll see the towers at Channelside in that big white building behind me, where you can get like a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,350 square feet for around $865,000, which just sold. On the bottom floor of Water Street, as you can see all around, they have a bunch of eateries, including inside the Addition, they have Tampa's 1 of 3 Michelin star restaurants over there at the Addition, which is an extreme fine dining experience. All right, now we can't miss to mention Amalie Arena, right where the Tampa Bay Lightning play. Now, not only do they host the Tampa Bay Lightning, they also host a wide range of activities and events, such as like concerts or like tech events or even comedian events. They have Kevin Hart was this year performing. I mean, it was awesome. So they even have like live shows on ice. So they offer a wide range of activities to do over here at the Amalie Arena and downtown Tampa. All right, next on the list is the Tampa Riverwalk, which is a 2.2-mile trail that stretches from Sparksman's Wharf all the way to Armature Works along the Hillsborough River. And they have a ton of cool spots and things to do along the way, which I get into in detail, everything in my Riverwalk video, which I'll put right here. Now they do offer American Social and Jackson's. Jackson's is like a seafood and sushi restaurant, and American Social, a real nice, awesome bar which offers American dining right along the Hillsborough River. Now Riverwalk has right behind me, as you can see, is these little speedboats you can rent out by the hour, which is a pretty cool event if you want to just have like a little date night or just take a little ride along the Hillsborough River. All right, now at the end of the Riverwalk, they have Armature Works. Now inside of there is like a huge food hall where they have a lot of nice little food options and a couple little bars as well. On the bottom floor, they have this spot called Oak and Ola, which is actually like a Michelin guide restaurant. Really good. Right behind here, they actually have a Michelin star restaurant called Roca. Awesome, phenomenal food. Now they do have like rentable little kayaks and stand-up paddle boards you could get right here, which you could go right there on the river. So this is a awesome spot for the family over here at Armature Works in downtown Tampa. All right, next stop in Tampa is Zoo Tampa. Now, Zoo Tampa is a 63-acre nonprofit organization that offers tons of different animals. Everything from elephants, giraffes, rhinos, wolves. They even got manatees that you can look through like a little looking glass underwater. They'll be eating little heads of cabbage or lettuce. They have a zoo theater where you can see some of the trained animals do their thing and perform for you. As far as attractions go, they have a few. Now, they have a water slide in here, like a little water roller coaster, if you will, and they do offer like a mini version of a roller coaster for kids. So it's not huge on roller coasters or those attractions, but if you're into animals, this is the spot to go, and you will see tons of them, including hundreds of species of birds in their aviary. All right, now this is the entrance to Laurie Park Zoo. You can't miss it. Right off Sly Avenue, you'll see this huge sign right here, and at nighttime, you're in for a little light show treat, because they have LED lights and neon lights and everything just lit up in the entrance. So that is a cool, awesome sight to see as well. And in this fall, stay tuned because they are having an expansion, including a new exhibit called Stingray Bay. All right, we are in Hyde Park Village. It's a little area inside Hyde Park which offers like the best of the best shops and restaurants and little experiences. Like as you can see behind me, they have a meat market. Meat market, in my opinion, is one of the best restaurants in Tampa. I mean, they offer some A5 Wagyu ribeye that is to die for. Now they also have other restaurants like Bar Taco. It's like a really high class taco spin on tacos, and they have Italian spots right behind me. They also have timpanos as well. Now not only the restaurants, they have little experiences as well. Like if you go in here, they have these bomb and pop shops, which offer like little things for like stuff for your dogs, or like a dining experience. They have like little cooking classes. So that's pretty awesome as well over here in Hyde Park Village. Now if you look behind me, they also have like an awesome little fountain area and other shops as well, which have things like gourmet popsicles or like little gourmet ice cream shops. And they do offer some weird quirks in here too. So if you can see right up here, they have a thing called Cupcake ATM. You put your little $5, $10 in and out pops a cupcake. Gourmet, of course. Got to be high class up here in Hyde Park Village. Now let's go ahead and go a little bit deeper into Hyde Park, and I'm going to show you a normal house which recently sold, and the average price of a house out here in Hyde Park is typically around $1.6 million. All right, out here in Hyde Park, you'll see a lot of these Tudor houses, like this one right behind me, just sold for $1.35 million just last month, and that's going to be like a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,800 square feet. But it is prime located in the midst of everything over here in Hyde Park. Now, Hyde Park, you'll see a lot of Tudor houses, ranch or Victorian style houses, as you can see all around me over here in Hyde Park. All right, venturing out here in downtown Tampa, they'll have things like this historic 95-year-old building. It's the Tampa Theater. And this theater, as of today, they offer things like old school movies, like anything from the 70s to the 90s. They play that during certain days, and they also offer certain events and comedy shows. I just saw Joe Coy here the other day, hilarious. They also offer, like, go down a little bit further, they have the Haiku, which is like a great sushi restaurant, and they got a great atmosphere as well. And then things like, if you go down here a little bit further, they got the Gin Joint, which is like a jazz bar, live jazz music. They'll have people perform on the saxophone and the piano. If you go down a little bit further, they have Dio, which is a Greek restaurant. Also, they have like little belly dancers as well outside dancing, and they're blowing fire, so you get like a little dinner and a show as well. So they got a lot of things to do out here in downtown Tampa. All right, we are in Soho. It's a district in South Tampa, which is, my opinion, it's like a Jekyll and Hyde. They got everything from extreme fine dining to like clubs down the street. And like right behind me, they got Burn's Steakhouse, arguably one of the best steakhouses in Tampa, as well as Ballast, an amazing Italian food restaurant. You go down a little bit further, we end up at Bulla. Bulla is it's an Italian tapas spot, awesome spot to go. They have a rooftop bar as well overlooking downtown, and it's a great spot to go to. They also offer like condos or apartments right behind me where you can actually, live out here in the midst of everything. Now, right behind me as well is Green Lemon. Green Lemon is a Mexican food restaurant, which they offer DJs, great Taco Tuesday. So it gets really live in there. You'll see a lot of people out there jamming, dancing, doing their thing while eating. And so it's like a blend. Now, if you go a little bit further down, which I'll take you down there in a minute, that's why I was saying it's like a little Jekyll and Hyde, because at one street down over on South Howard, that's where it gets really live and pumping. The nightlife comes to life. They got a lot of like club options or bars, and so let's go down there and I'll show you that right now. All right, now the other scene of Soho, which is a little bit further down, which is the bar scene. They got a ton of bars out here. They got the Grove, which just opened up. They got Soho Saloon. They got McDitton's, an Irish pub. This place gets packed with tons of people. Now, it might not seem like much, but at night, this place just crowded with people. Usually anywhere between like 21 to 40. So it is a lot of like party goers. It gets real live. Everybody's drinking. So I mean, that is the scene out here, this part of Soho at nighttime. During the day, it's a little dead, as you can see right now. But they do offer a lot of food options. Like right behind me, they got Chipotle. They got a great They got a great sushi restaurant as well. They got Casa Monte Cristo, which is like a cigar restaurant. They also have Love Child. Love Child is a pretty awesome spot to go at nighttime as well as during the day for dining as well. Right behind Soho, all the bars we were just at, is this community right here. Now they do offer a lot of housing options as well, not just those condos on top of the bars. So this is an option right here, which is a really nice place. Now it could get a little loud at nighttime, but if you want to avoid that, you could always go a little bit more inland, and they have a lot of options and a lot of nice homes in this area to choose from. All right, over here in Westshore in South Tampa is the new pinnacle of waterfront living. Now these condos, as you can see behind me at Marina Point, you'll find like a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, about 2,400 square feet for around 1.2 to 1.5 million. Now they do offer like a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath as well. The ranges starting around 1.7, 1.8 million. Now the reason being this is the new pinnacle because the amenities are second to none. I'm talking about rooftop pools overlooking this little marina where you can park your boat right here, right outside your condo. So they do offer a wide range of nice high-class bars and restaurants in the local area, including a nice little relaxing bar called Salt Shack right on the bay overlooking the water. All right, we are at one of my favorite restaurants in Westshore, a district in South Tampa. It's called Salt Shack on the Bay. Now look at these views. This is why it's one of my favorite restaurants. I mean, you have the views of the bay, and that is the Gandy Bridge going to St. Pete. Now also here, they offer fresh catch of the day. So you can get fish. You don't know what you got until you get here. I'm talking about fresh, straight from the bay, straight to your table right here. Whatever they catch fresh, you know, grouper, redfish, whatever it may be. But also they have an outside bar overlooking the bay, and they have some amazing food inside. So enjoy the views. Everything is awesome over here at Salt Shack on the Bay. All right, here we are in the historic district of Ybor City, which is huge on the Cuban influence, hence why they have so many like little cigar shops. I mean, you can go to these places and you can see them rolling up the cigars in front of you. Arturo Fuente's factory is here. That's huge in the cigar rolling industry. And then not only that, they have a bunch of mom and pop shops where you can get some awesome cuisine. They have a lot of bars. I mean, nightlife gets wild out here. So I mean, it's not the safest. So if that's not your thing, then definitely come here during the daytime. But that is an option at nighttime. It turns into a wild bar scene. A lot of young people out here. I mean, as you can see behind me, I mean, they got like this little bull riding station, things of that nature. They got like 5-story clubs. But during the daytime, as you can see, it's pretty awesome. So you'll see. You can see it gets a little wild out here. They got one street over is 8th Ave, which they have like a movie theater, a sushi restaurant, Game Time. They have a improv where they have like all the comedians come in. So I mean, it's pretty awesome over here in Ybor City. And a fun fact is, you know, a lot of tunnels are digged up underneath here because during the Prohibition time they had to smuggle all the alcohol through. So that's why a little fun fact over here about Ybor City in Tampa. All right, also in Ybor City is like a staple of Tampa restaurants, which is the Columbia restaurant, established in 1905, which has some of the best Spanish dishes that Tampa has to offer. All right, now moving on to Temple Terrace, where they got the median price of a home at $392,500, according to Realtor.com, of course. And with Temple Terrace comes a lot of fun, including museums and amusement parks. My favorite, Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens is a 335-acre privately owned zoo and amusement park. I mean, they got some 2,700 animals on exhibit, and they're just not on exhibit, they are also interactive. I mean, they got safaris you could go on in this big open field where you get like feeding giraffes and watch like these antelope come up to you. You'll see lions in the background, contained of course, and then you'll also see a lot of different animals on different exhibits like gorillas. The whole park is landscaped and themed by, or landscaped and designed by themes of like Africa and Asia. So you'll see a lot of animals of that sort. And also with that have some of the most amazing water rides and roller coasters, including the world's tallest, North America's tallest and the world's fastest and steepest roller coaster, the Iron Gwazi. So they got tons of rides, tons of activities for the kids. I mean, this amusement park is awesome. Make sure to bring your sneakers because yeah, this park is huge and you're going to be walking all day. And right across the street from Busch Gardens is a 30-acre water park called Adventure Island with something for everyone. I mean, kids, if you're too small to ride the rides, they have a giant kids section with splash pads and little kids rides. They also have like a giant wave pool that'll knock everybody around. They have a lazy river where you can just relax in a tube and go around the whole water park. I mean, they have some awesome exhilarating rides that'll drop you at like 90 degrees. And they also have like some corkscrew rides, as well as like a lot of cool activities and food as well. So if you're looking to cool yourself off from the Tampa sun, Adventure Island is the way to be. And right down the street from Busch Gardens and Adventure Island is the Museum of Science and Industry, or Mosi for short, which is a non-profit science museum that offers plenty of activities for everyone, kids and adults. On the bottom floor, they got this awesome section for kids where you get to go hands-on and build and launch rockets. You also got like this activity where you get to turn ordinary chemicals into like ooze or slime. I mean, which kid doesn't like playing with ooze or slime? I mean, they love it. And also, like upstairs, they have this awesome exhibit, which is the Saunders Planetarium. I mean, it is huge. It's like an activity guided by expert astronomers it's in a state-of-the-art star projector. You know, it simulates the night sky at any place on Earth, in any time, past, present, and future. I mean, all right, now on to a fairly new development called Midtown, just minutes away from the airport. Now, Midtown offers an array of things such as like fine dining experiences or just like a regular sports bar like Walk-Ons, where they got like tons of TVs. You can just relax and watch the game. Now, they also have a bunch of different little shopping experiences as well as like Ben and Jerry's, or just like a turfed up yard for you just to relax. Now, not only do they have all these little shops and these little restaurants, but also they have a Michelin guide rated restaurant which is called Ponte, which is an extreme fine dining experience right over here, where you could get some awesome French and Italian cuisine. Now on to the most northern part of Tampa, which is called New Tampa. New Tampa is mainly a residential area, more popular for its golf courses, or like the lower Hillsborough Wilderness Reserve, which has a lot of hiking trails and picnic spots. Now, New Tampa does offer all your normal day-to-day, like your grocery stores or your cinemas. Tampa Premium Outlets is right there, but it's mainly residential. So you'll see these huge area, like Tampa Palms is this huge area consisting of like different suburbs and neighborhoods within this huge community. And then right across the street, they got like Hunter's Green, which is a gated community with golf courses inside, and everything's all landscaped nice. But mainly residential, and the average price of home in New Tampa right now is at $445,000, according to Redfin.com. And last but not least is the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Now, this is a AAA 4-diamond rated hotel, which features one of the largest casinos in the United States. And it's also home to like world-class entertainment and award-winning restaurants such as Council Oak, which is probably one of my favorite spots to grab a steak. They got like this dry-aged steak. It's phenomenal. They also have like 3 pools on the 9th or 10th floor, overlooking a little bit of Tampa as well, which is a huge stage, and they bring in like all the famous DJs and bands, and they also have like a luxurious spa, and they have Sugar Factory, and they have a lot more than just gambling over at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. All right, last stop on the list is International Plaza and Bay Street, commonly known as International Mall, which boasts some of the most high-end boutiques and shops, restaurants you can ask for. They got everything from things like Tiffany Company to Louis Vuitton to Gucci to Burberry to like MCM and Mont Blanc. They got everything that you could ask for. They can spend a full day shopping here, as well as a bunch of restaurants, and of course like a regular food court as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the restaurants right now. All right, what's great about International Mall, it's just minutes away from the airport. So if you just happen to be stopping in town, you could get here within like 5 minutes, and they offer a wide array of foods and restaurants, everything you want, from like this Italian restaurant right here. They got this new spot right here on the left. It's called Spice Kitchen. It's a really good Indian restaurant, and they got this beautiful walkway. You keep going down, you'll have things. This little hallway is just of restaurants, and and they got a couple of little high-end boutiques as well. But you'll find things like whiskey cake, a lot of like high-end bar areas. If you go down a little bit further, they got like this Mexican restaurant called Rocco's Tacos, which is they got some extremely good handmade guacamole right in front of you. and they got like things like these Latin cuisine and a bunch of other areas. If you go down a little bit further in the front, they'll have things like a real high-end restaurant, like this fine dining restaurant called Capitol Grill. Now, this is actually the entrance to International Mall. What a great thing about this mall is just outside of the mall, they got a lot of great fine dining restaurants, including Ocean Prime, just outside of the mall, which is like a steak and seafood spot. If you venture down just a little bit further, they have a bunch of other fine dining restaurants as well that I would highly recommend, such as Kona Grill, or another awesome restaurant right next to it called Del Frisco's. If you go on the other side, they have Texas de Brazil, which is a Brazilian churrascaria that cuts all types of meats right in front of you, like on a skewer. You go down a little bit further, they got another awesome restaurant slash like a wine tasting winery called Cooper's Hawk, which offers some amazing dishes as well in this plaza called Met West, right across from International Mall. They also offered like a couple different shops, and like Corona Cigar, where you could relax and just have a cigar and a cocktail. And if you go down a little bit further, they got Eddie V's, which is an amazing fine dining seafood restaurant. So you can see over here, like in an International Mall area, there is no shortage of fine dining restaurants and nice eateries and things to do. And to wrap it up, that's merely scratching the surface. You know, it's more like Tampa in a nutshell. The fact of the matter is, if I were to make a full Tampa vlog, it would be like 5 hours long. Let's say facts here. No one's gonna watch a 5-hour long YouTube video. But I can't promise you guys one thing, that I'll continue to push out more in-depth content on all the districts inside Tampa, as well as the surrounding suburbs. So you can have an idea of every single thing this amazing city and the surrounding suburbs has to offer. You know, and I would hope if you were moving here, you know, give me a shout, you know, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. You know, I'll be glad to help you, your family, make a smooth move to Tampa. And until next time, see you guys around town.